Recently, I've been putting terribly. So I'm going to spend some time here on the putting green and show you what I'm going to do to fix that and the things that you can take away from as well to help improve your putting. Okay, so this little practice routine is going to take me about half an hour, but I'm going to break it down into this video into 3 areas. The first one is line. If you're not starting your ball on line, coming straight off the putter face, there's a little chance of you getting in the hole. So this first drill is really important. All we need is a few balls, a few T-pegs, and a straight 6 or 7 foot putt. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start off with a gate here, either side of the golf ball. Tee to the right, tee to the left, just level with the flag I'm going towards. And then roughly about 3 foot in front of me, all I'm going to do is put 2 T-pegs in line with the golf ball and the flag that's roughly the width of a golf ball. Come in close and have a quick look at that so you can see it. So that is roughly the width of a golf ball. My challenge here, I'm going to start the ball through those T-pegs and towards the hole. I'm going to spend a bit of time doing that. What I would typically do is line my golf ball up in line with the hole, and our first mission is to hit as many through this gate as possible. So all in all, really happy with that. Been about 10 minutes practicing this drill. I probably only hit this left T-peg maybe 3 times out of all the time then, which was pretty impressive. But it also shows me I've got a bit of a left bias. My face must be shutting down a little bit. Something I can learn from, and something, again, if you practice this, you can learn from too. Now, it's also very worth trying to practice under pressure. So this is my last putt through this gate, talking to you guys on the video. Can I get it through and can I get it in? Let's see if all that practice has paid dividends. Take that every day. So the second thing I'm going to practice, and it's unbelievably important, pace control. So I've set up a little station here. I actually got this off a good friend of mine, Chris Hansen, who used to play out on tour. What you do, you start off with a starting T-peg. That's here, where my golf ball is. It's then 6 foot to get to the first T-peg. From there then, the separate zones, each a foot apart. So zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now the trick is, you want to finish the golf ball, the first shot, here in between zone 1 and 2, and I'll use my head cover as a marker so you guys watching can see where I'm going for. So I'm going to take 7 shots at this station to see how many I can get in the correct zone. So my score is out of 7 effectively. I obviously want to get as high as I can. Something like a 4 or 5 would be a really good target. You can go for the elite level, where you've got to get it in the zone to progress to the next one. If you then fail, you have to go all the way back to the start again. That's a really tough way of doing it, but I'll go the easy way first. 7 shots, starting in zone 1. Let's see what I can score. Too much pace, way too much pace. Ooh. No, doesn't count. I'm 1 foot past every time. Two. So 3 out of 7 there. not maybe as good as I'd wanted to be, so obviously got something to work on. What I did notice, when I didn't get it in the correct zone, it was always past that zone, which I can take somewhat as a positive, but something I definitely need to work on. You can also then put a T-peg on the other side and do the shots almost down the hill so it has a different speed again. But we'll take that, 3 out of 7, see if you can beat that at home. Last test, put it under some pressure. So I've got 5 putts here around this hole, all of different lengths, all from different positions around the hole, and I'm going to try and hold as many as I can. I'm going to put a target on this as well. I'm going to go for minimum 3. What's good about putting a target on it, next time I come to practice, it's something I've got to try and beat. Can I beat my personal best? It's something, if you can measure it and track it, you can monitor progress. So let's go. Let's learn from all the straight putts that I did where I was working on my line. That was really good. I've now worked on my pace control, which I did last. Now this is pace and line and end result. Let's go with this one first. I'm going to proper read it, go through the whole process. You might have seen recently as well, I've been using a bit of AIMPOINT. It's really difficult to explain on a video because it's a lot about feel, but effectively you stand over the line of the putt, and which foot is lower than the other is the way that it breaks. If my left foot is lower than my right, it'll break to the left. And then you have to calibrate by how many degrees it is lower than your right. Again, very difficult to explain on video, but I'd highly recommend checking it out. Let's see if we can start strong. I'm going to proper mark it, go through the whole process, and then see how many I can hold out of 5. Bit weak, bit low. Okay, last one, and this is for, you know, what I'd classify as being acceptable, 3 out of 5. So I really do need to hold this one. Feels good when you practice under a bit of pressure, like putting yourself under almost more like game-like scenario, definitely transcends out into the golf course as well. Slippery one, down the hill, left to right, to finish off the practice session, to go into my next round of golf, brimming with confidence. It's going to be fast, down the hill, little left to right. Oh, too much. Never mind, I feel like I put a good practice session in there. I felt like I worked on some good aspects. All failing that, I can always put another putter in the bag. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, lots more to come. We'll see you next time.